Hi, my name is Vinny. Welcome to the Leftover Ninja. Today, I thought we could make a snack together. You can have it for breakfast or you can have it as a snack midday, but some energy balls. I've not made this recipe. I just came up with it while I was just chilling. So I have today for you, I have a cup of rolled oats. You want to use rolled oats because they are not as processed as the quick ones. Steel oats are even less processed than rolled, but the thing about those, the texture is just a little challenging and need to be cooked in most situations. And we're not going to cook this recipe. So we're going to make some energy balls that'll have high fiber, have omega-3s, and it'll have protein and anti-inflammatory properties in our pomegranate seeds that we'll add. So today in this bowl, I got a couple rolled oats, 2 tablespoons of flaxseed, ground flaxseed, a fourth cup of almonds, and I have almonds and walnuts combined. And then I have a fourth cup of raw sunflower seeds that have been boiled and then soaked. Once they come to boil, I soak them for an hour just to soften them up. And then we will add a half a teaspoon of cinnamon and a fourth a teaspoon of nutmeg. And we're gonna have a combined, because I'm almost out of almond butter, so we'll have 1 cup of cashew butter and almond butter combined. This jar is about to be empty. So that being said, I'm knocking my stuff over. I done knocked over the cinnamon and nutmeg. That's okay. We will still put it in there. Anyway, I'm also going to add an 1/8 cup of flaxseed oil for for the omega-3. And this is actually an awesome recipe because it is vegan. And we will add raw agave syrup to it as well. So we're going to mix everything in a really strong and powerful blender in my Ninja. So I have it here. I'm just going to get everything mixed. And when I'm finished, I will go ahead and add the recipe to the description that I just shared with you guys. So don't worry. You'll be able to have this recipe. And what I want you to know is use what you have on hand. Don't worry about running about getting all kind of ingredients, because part of my whole thing is reducing food waste. We don't want to be wasting stuff or just running out and spending the bank. So I recovered some of my cinnamon and nutmeg off the shelf here. My counter's clean and I'm going to add it because I'm not wasting. So here are the raw sunflower seeds. So we have those. And then we have a 1/4 cup of almond butter is about, I eyeballed it, about all there was in this jar. And then I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of the cashew butter. And like that, we are good. Gotta get the camera right for you guys. All right, so I hope you can see both. And then we're gonna add the mixture that I shared with you. Once again, we have a cup of rolled oats. We have 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed, a 1/4 cup of almond and walnuts combined. And and one other little treat I threw in here was about an 1/8 to a 1/4 cup of bittersweet chocolate chips, so that you can have a little sweetness and you don't feel like you're missing out on things. But I'm making a mess. That's okay, it's my business. And I will get that up. But you want to get it all in there next time. So now we need to add just a few more ingredients. We need our flaxseed oil. And I'm going to put just a little bit less than a 1/4 cup. It's about an 1/8 cup. You can use coconut oil if that's what you have at home. But I'm using the flaxseed oil because it has very nice properties of omega-3s in it. So I'm using that since I have it. And then I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of agave for the sweetness. There we go. And then we're gonna put it in the blender. And it's already plugged in. We're gonna power it on. Power it off. The very last thing that I am going to add to bring it all together. Oh, you know what? I am so horrible. In my mixture, I also had a 4th cup of chia seeds. You can get chia seeds, flaxseed oil. On Amazon is where I got them in this pandemic. That makes it easy. And then any store will have ground flax seeds. Or you can use the whole one since we're putting them in the blender. So anyway, chia seeds is the one thing that wasn't on my little cheat sheet. So don't forget those. Those are very important. They provide a lot of fiber as well and protein. So I'm adding a 4th cup of water as my final step. Let that work. It looks like it's getting stuck down there a little bit, so I'm gonna give it a little help. Like I said, I haven't made this particular one before. I've made some baked ones, but these are a no-bake recipe, so not sure exactly how they'll come out. And I've not made vegan ones before, so because once these are finished mixing, I'm gonna add just a 4th cup of my pomegranate seeds for that anti-inflammatory properties. I have arthritis and I often think about how I can keep myself from taking medicine. So one thing you'll hear me talk about is food is medicine. I love food. I love good for you food, bad for you food, any kind of food really, but our bodies can't survive on a lot of fried foods or high fat. So I try to incorporate healthy foods as much as possible and great tasting snacks. So we're gonna peel out again. Let's see what we have here. And normally I would have on some gloves to get this out, but today I am out of gloves. So it's just for my family. My hands are clean, so no worries. I'm gonna take my spatula and get this out. I love this spatula. I got it at Sur La Table many years ago, and it gets in the corners of things. Like if I wanted to spend more time on that almond butter jar, I could, and I would be able to get in all the corners and get almost every ounce of it out. So we are all mixed up in there. It smells good. It smells really good. It's got a great texture. It looks good. So once I get these rolled What I need to do is then put them in the refrigerator for at least an hour before they're ready. Let them get set up, and then you can enjoy. And you know, once I get to the last spatula, I'm gonna take a bite because I'm curious to see what we have created, or I've created today. And even if I don't love them, those of you who know me, I'm gonna still eat them because they're healthy and good for me. So our last little bite here, I'm gonna see. I like this. It's good. It's got a nice chewy texture. Those chocolate chips are faint, and if you are allergic to chocolate, which I have a really good friend who is, she won't be adding them to hers. She'll be leaving them out. She actually don't like butter, peanut butter and stuff, so she probably won't do this recipe. But that's good. Really like that. And you can do all cinnamon in your mix, or you can do all cinnamon, nutmeg. You can do a combo. I want you to think about things I'm sharing with you as I share over time as things that you get into and create for you, for your own taste. These are all guidelines of what you have on hand. And that's why this is really exciting, so that we reduce how much waste we have. And because there's no egg or anything in this, and it's not formed yet, it's okay. I'm gonna have some of it. That's nice. So the one thing I just left over here was my tablespoon. I'm gonna use my tablespoon to scoop these out. The first one's gonna be pretty sweet because it has in there that little last bit. So we're gonna just scoop those out, and with the tablespoon, I'm gonna roll it around, make the balls. And that's as simple as that. And you wanna use your tablespoon or some kind of scoop to kind of get an even gauge of making them all the same size, so that you have consistency in your work here. And if you're sharing them, people will be really grateful that you can get, you know, they can have the same size. 2 to 3 of these is a serving. So happy eating. They look really, really good. They're gonna go in the refrigerator, like I said, for about an hour, and then I won't be able to wait to get them out. I'm really excited. These turned out really well. So again, high fiber, omega-3s. And you know what I've done? While I'm talking to y'all, all excited, I done forgot that I wanted to add something for my anti-inflammatory. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take me 3 scoops of pomegranate seeds, and then I'm gonna mix this around with my hand because that's what I wanna do. And the reason I'm adding them and don't wanna forget them is because a lot of times we're in pain as we get older. We're working out. New workouts can provide some a little pain as we get used to them. I've been doing a new workout app, and some of it's free, and they're trying to push it. But it came up on my feed, and it's called Fit On, and it has a lot of great workouts in there, and a couple of them, the HIT, the HIT ones, high intensity workouts, are a little much for my body. So I'm taking it easy as I do the beginner ones, and they feel good. They feel like they're really working. So I recommend trying it. So this is what it looks like with those seeds in it. Not as pretty, but maybe the red provides a little something, but I did want to make sure I got those in there. So thanks for joining me today. These energy balls, I think, will be amazing and great. Let me know. Put something in the comments. Don't forget to click subscribe and share. Thanks for your time today. I'm the Leftover Ninja. Bye.